So with a half a minute to go in this round, I can assure you that from ringside, those punches from Ali were not taps at all. He was really getting some weight behind those. An impressive weight it is at 15 stone 8. 6 feet 3.5. For Madison. Well, it's time the old gentleman here, 30-year-old now, Muhammad Ali, wanted to sit down. He was standing up between those rounds. So let's have a look at slow motion. So you can see how Patterson winds himself up to leap in. So this is still replay then of the third round. So round 4. And it was Patterson who was off his stool first that time, and Ali decided he needed to sit down between rounds. And now you can see it's been a little bit of tomfoolery there. Ali getting in, showing his face to Patterson, saying, okay, lead to me and I might counterpunch. This surely is what Jack Johnson did in his heyday, the way he tried to torment the opponents. When you think that Patterson knocked out Ingemar Johansson, he knocked out Henry Cooper, defeated Archie Moore, and there he is, standing there with Ali, really taking liberties with him. But one wonders if he just risked that chin out a little too far. What an infuriating man Ali must be to fight, to stand there and just goad you into doing something. Now he's winding up that bolo punch, the right hand. You watch this, he'll probably do a twist underneath and right through the middle of Patterson's guard. This is almost a repeat, I think, of that Las Vegas fight, when Clay then really punished Patterson, but Patterson was still struggling gamely, rather sickening side in the 12th round. Just pulling a disturbing bandage off of Ali's hands. This happens so frequently in his fights. It happened with Jerry Quarry and with Oscar Bonavina. Of course, you can't get knocked out with a bandage, but it's a bit distracting. It really is Patterson having so much difficulty. What does he do with this fellow? Apart from try to hit him, which he is trying to do. And he looked pretty impressive with that little combination. That was a little like the old Patterson there. So there he is then, the man who went up to 16-2 this year against Mac Foster in Tokyo, but he decided to whip himself back into shape. He was in Detroit for 3 days last week, winning a court case on points, I think. So he had to have a crash program at the weekend to do 29 rounds of sparring, and Angelo Dundee was saying he might have overdone it a bit. So then, replay into that round. Into the 5th round, and it's scheduled for 12, with its usual toying and taunting stuff from Ali, but occasionally having to take a pretty good whack from Patterson. Both of them former Olympic gold medalists. Both won gold medals at 18 in Helsinki and Rome. Patterson as a middleweight, Ali as a light heavyweight. Oh, that's one time when the crowd got a little bit excited, and who knows, Ali may have been a bit worried there because Patterson got through with the punches. Trouble is, these Patterson successes always seem a bit short-lived. You get the feeling that the big fella puts him in his place right away when he takes a liberty or two. So Patterson trapped there in his own corner, but none of the screaming from his seconds can help him. But the crowd always like a sidestep when the matador sidesteps the bull. They love that. No doubt about it, you certainly can't knock the physical condition of Patterson. Same weight as in his heyday as the world champion. And he's had 12 world title fights and an additional one for a disputed world championship. And the referee having to keep on his toes even with these big fellas. Arthur McCanty, New York appointed, of course. And the usual shouts there from Boudini Brown, one of Ali's seconds. Let's go to war. And the crowd really signal even the half successes by Patterson. They really encourage every flurry of blows that he throws. So there's one of the gamest men that ever been in a fight game. No doubt.